Hello. How are you? Are you well? I hope you're well. Sorry, just getting my technicals organised here. Right. Time for a bit of meditation. I meditate throughout the day, and this is just the one I do on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're new, if you're used to meditating, that's great. But if you could just hang on for a minute while I explain what I do, just for the benefit of people who are new to meditation. Because meditation is one of those funny things that there's a lot written about it, there's lots of YouTube videos about it, there's a lot of information about it, but yet people still kind of say to me, yes, so what do you actually do? Like what? So, there's lots of different styles of meditation. This is just what I do. And for me, it starts with why I would meditate. So I am trying to connect with a part of me that I connect with every night when I go to sleep. Not the dreaming bit, the bit after the dreaming. So I'm dreaming and then I drop out the bottom of dreaming into deep dreamless sleep, where I've got no thoughts, I've got no memory of being there, I've got no body, got no country, I've got nothing really. I just kind of cease to exist in the way that I normally register my existence, which sounds terrible. It sounds like death, and yet I have to sleep. I have to go there. I have to go to this place, and I like going to sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel refreshed. So some part of me knows that wherever I go to is a good place, and that's the intention of my meditation, is to go to that place, but to go there consciously. And as I say, there's no thoughts there, so I have to kind of figure a way to get beyond my mind, through my mind, to figure out a way to deal with my mind so that I can still go to that place and still remain conscious. So what I do is I make a little arrangement with my mind. I say, look, hey, I'm going to meditate for 15 minutes. Could you just stop thinking for 15 minutes? And my mind is like, yeah, okay, I've read about meditation, I've got lots of concepts about meditation, I like the idea of being a meditator, so okay, that's fine, let's do that. So that's great. And then to actually stop thinking is easy enough. It's easy to stop, because thoughts are made of pictures and sound. So if I turn off the pictures and then I turn off the sound, that's it, I'm not thinking. So that's brilliant. And as soon as I do that, I'm into the practice of meditation. So I've got the intention. My intention is to go to this beautiful, mysterious, calm, peaceful, Zen-like, all the stuff that you read about meditation, to go to that place. And then the practice of meditation is I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. So I stop thinking. And then a little bit of time passes and I discover that I'm thinking again. So I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. I stop thinking again. And then a little bit of time passes and I discover that I'm thinking again. So I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. And I just keep repeating that process over and over. That's the practice of meditation. It doesn't get as much PR as the intention, but it does. It's really important because it runs parallel with the two. So if you have the idea that you're supposed to, be beautiful, calm, zen, peace-like for 15 minutes straight, you're going to run into trouble. Because the two go together, and I have people say things like that to me, like, oh no, I tried meditation, not really my thing. Yeah, I just think too much. I think too much. I've got a very busy mind. That's it, I've got a busy mind. So that's sad, because no one's mind is any more busy than the other, and it's missing the power. The power of meditation is in the returning, to bringing your mind back. Well, it's two things. It's just spending 15 minutes being aware of your thoughts. That's very powerful. And then bringing yourself back to not thinking every time you discover that you are thinking. That's really powerful as well. So if you feel like you're thinking a lot, you're not, you're doing grand, that's just the practice of meditation. The two go together. Now, while I'm doing all that, I'm also letting go of tension in my body. And I have a system for that because it's too vague with my eyes closed, and it's just all black and soupy in there without a system. So I scan my body from my head to my feet and back up again, very slowly, very gently. And anywhere I find tension, I let it go. And to help me to do that, I use my out breath, and that's useful to do for two reasons. One, it's just feels like it's very natural kind of way of letting go of tension. It's kind of like sighing in a way. And then it's also a good way to remember to breathe, or to keep breathing in my awareness, because it's quite easy with all those stopping thinking and all that sort of business going on to hold your breath or to forget to breathe. Which sounds crazy, I know, but it's true. So using the out breath to let tension go is a way of bringing my awareness to my breath as well. And letting the tension go in my body is a way of bringing my awareness to my body. And when I'm scanning my body, I'm paying particular attention to any structures that go across my body. Mostly my body, everything in my body runs head to feet, going this way, right? Anything that goes across this way, you can think of it like a log, on a stream. It just, the leaves, the twigs, they can kind of accumulate where anything goes across. And it's a little bit like that in my body, except it's stress that can accumulate. So I'm paying particular attention to my eyes. You've got 6 muscles there on each eyeball. There's lots of tension can get in there. We're always looking, even with your eyes closed, your eyes are still doing their business. So letting go of tension in the eyes is very good. Mouth, tongue. Similarly, tongue's always on the go. Base of the neck, shoulder girdle. A lot of tension can be in the shoulders. All my joints, surprisingly, they're all going across as well. So my shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. My heart area. If you can't feel anything there, just think about it expanding. That's just a nice thing to do. Respiratory diaphragm, all my intestines, pelvic floor, hips, knees, ankles, feet. What else? So if you're new, a nice quiet room, that's really helpful, because one of the things that triggers thoughts is little noises, and as soon as you close your eyes, your other senses become more heightened. So a quiet room where you're not going to be disturbed. Sit up. I encourage you to sit up when you're meditating, like at the beginning, because if you lie down, your body will just go, I'm lying down, I've got my eyes closed, it's time for sleep. It's got to be time for sleep. So you'll either fall asleep, nothing wrong with falling asleep, but the intention is to go into this place consciously. Then if you go asleep, you go unconscious. So if you don't fall asleep, you will battle sleep, and that is almost as distracting as having a radio outside the room that you're trying to meditate in. So sit up. You don't have to sit in any special position. I'm just sitting in a chair. It doesn't have to be in a lotus position or anything like that. Unless you like to sit like that, in which case that's fine. So you're sitting up, to the sleeping, So, and then I'm setting a timer. I set a timer for how long I'm going to meditate, and that's just to help my mind have one less thing to think about. So I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes, but I encourage you to set yours for shorter if you're new, like 5 minutes. And then repeat that 3 times, because 15 minutes can feel like a long time if you're not used to it. And around the sort of 5-minute mark, you will be kind of going, I didn't turn my timer on, the internet's broken, John's gone, I'm on my own. All these thoughts can kind of come in. So 5 minutes, and then just repeat that 3 times. Okay, so let's see, any questions? No. Okay, good. Alright, so off we go into the mystery. So if you feel like you've gone very deeply into yourself, then you might need a little bit of time to come back before you open your eyes. Or if you feel like you can hold the inner space and the outer space at the same time, then just open your eyes when you're ready. Okay, thanks for meditating with me, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow for some more meditation. Bye.